So welcome once again, all of you, and thank you for attending given your long day. And I think it will be valuable for you. Okay, this is a webinar on demand from a lot of participants suggesting what's the difference between PMI-ACP, DASM, and DASSM, which is Disciplined Agile Scrum Master and Disciplined Agile Senior Scrum Master. All these certifications are from PMI. So let's go into some of the facts and details to understand a little bit into what each one has to offer. Okay, for some people who do not know me, okay, this is a small bit about me. And as you're going through, okay, there are more people joining. So I'm just taking a time of 2 minutes grace time for many people attending. Thank you all for attending. We are just getting started. Okay, so that's great. So let's start on our webinar. Okay, and I have a little bit of introduction. I'm going to set a context on Disciplined Agile. Now, I think after 6 to 7 months post our launch and post this webinar on Disciplined Agile, I think many of you know what is Disciplined Agile, but I can see some new people, and let's set the context in a bit, okay, about what is Disciplined Agile. And then I'm going to give you a snapshot about the journey of Disciplined Agile. I'm going to talk about DASM. I'm going to talk about Disciplined Agile Senior Scrum Master. I'm going to talk about PMI-ACP, how three are interrelated or not related. And I'm going to talk about the differences and the similarities. And then I'm going to put my FAQs on all the three, and then probably end with questions and answers. So please feel free to ask any questions that you may have during the course. Interrupt me at any point and take away as much knowledge you can have. At the end of the webinar, you will get a claim code through a mail, okay, about to earn the PDUs. So that's also you will get. Right? So let's go into the webinar straight away. I will not take much time about ProThoughts. We are typically a learning solutions division, and we do 4 modes of learning, which is classroom, online, e-learning, or on demand, and we do customized content and delivery of content for corporates. This is something about us, which is we are very proud of, and okay, this is about ProThoughts, so I don't want to take much time here. You all know about that. This is a site for blogs and webinars, okay? So let us start with a small video, guys, about what is Disciplined Agile, okay? So let's set the context with a small video, okay? Welcoming all who are joining.
Disciplined Agile is a hybrid of the world's leading practices and methods that provides straightforward guidance to enable you to choose your way of working. It's a people-first, learning-oriented hybrid Agile toolkit that will enable you to effectively combine strategies from Scrum, Agile modeling, extreme programming, Kanban, Agile data, SAFe, and many other sources, so you can tailor and scale based on the situation you face. You'll be able to look beyond prescriptive Agile frameworks and get better results and reach true business agility faster. How does it all work? It all starts with process goals. Process goals are high-level process outcomes. Things like improving quality, coordinating activities, or exploring the initial scope of a project. To make a change, simply select the process goal most closely aligned with the change you want or need to make. Each of these process goals is elaborated by a process goal diagram. Process goal diagrams are visual depictions of the aspects, which Disciplined Agile calls decision points. You need to think through about the goal and several options to choose from. Each will have its advantages and disadvantages. To examine these advantages and disadvantages, Disciplined Agile provides option descriptions and trade-offs tables. With Disciplined Agile, instead of failing faster, you'll have the decision support to help you succeed sooner.
Hey, lovely. Okay. So that's a great video by PMI on Disciplined Agile. Okay. So Disciplined Agile talks about a lot of things. And according to me, it is an incredible combination of Agile, Lean, and Disciplined Agile. It talks basically about giving you a guidance so that you can better your decision making and therefore your outcomes. So, Disciplined Agile is not a framework or a practice, but it is a toolkit. So, Disciplined Agile leverages or does that heavy lifting of leveraging a lot of practice in the Agile space. There are more than 100 or 150 Agile practices. It leverages the best as per the situation and tells you which practice or which methodology is the best as per your situation. Is a hybrid toolkit because it is using a lot of this modeling and practices in Agile, right? So what I have done this, what's the toolkit and how is it different from a practice? So when I talk about a methodology, guys, okay, I talk about a processes or procedures which are followed one after the other repeatedly to deliver a result, okay? Like I do the same things which I practice in earlier project in the next project and next project, and that's a methodology. Whereas a practice are some rules and guidelines, okay, which are kind of best practices, okay, which Agile Scrum is a practice, okay, it tells you the guideline how to manage Agile projects, okay, and practice plus the tailoring your rules becomes your methodology, which you repeat over a period of time, right? A toolkit, okay, enables, okay, to help you take decisions for what? For effective and better outcomes. So the toolkit leverages practices, okay, or your methodologies for better outcomes. Anyone knows what is business agility? Anyone knows what is business agility? Can you type in the question panel? Anyone knows what is business agility? Their idea of business agility? What do you think? What is business agility? Because disciplined agile is talking about business agility, just not agility. Can anyone type what is business agility? Okay, adaptability of business, okay, to changing scenarios. No, not clear to me. Okay, Bhavna is saying dynamic nature of changing business, time to market. Okay, so I'm getting various answers on business agility. Okay, excellent. Okay, and ability to adopt to changing market, higher management change adopt. It is explained. Okay, okay, Balaji saying is explained in SAFe. Okay, that's nice. Ability of a business to quickly move, grow in response to the changing market scenarios. Okay, absolutely correct, Arvind, and all of you. Okay, and you guys have hit on the nail properly. Rapid, continuous, and evolutionary adaptation and entrepreneurial innovation. Rajesh is saying, very nice. Okay, so right, so all of you have given a good definition of business agility. Business agility, if I had to tell you, is the ability of the organization to rapidly adapt to the changes in what? In a productive and a cost-effective way. The idea is to deliver sooner, okay, and help your customers realize value sooner. Okay, business agility sometimes is called enterprise agility as well. There are a lot of agile practices which are designed to make your team efficient or team productive. Disciplined agile is designed to make your business agile, and not only your team but your entire business agile. So it talks about not only your team or not only your IT, it talks about the entire ecosystem in your organization and how it can be agile. So it's talking of a lot of techniques, okay, and a lot of practices you can choose in your workplace to make yourself agile. Okay, let's understand how they are trying to help you to do that. Okay, so disciplined agile, I'm not going to spend much time on this. It talks about these 8 principles. So my intention of this slide is to tell you that disciplined agile is designed for business agility, right? So disciplined agile, like I said, is not only for a particular section of people. In fact, it is for everyone in the organization. So it is right from project managers, product managers, operations, IT, legal, procurement. Everyone should match the pace to deliver value to the customer, because all together are working on delivering value to the customer, right? The IT piece or the software piece or whatever, many of the people who do project management, okay, are the ones who are implementing the bulk of the solution, and therefore, no, it is more practice in that organizations. But the fact is that anyone across the industry, across the geography, can find disciplined agile as a valuable toolkit to use. Disciplined agile, going further, therefore tells you what to do during their own journey of disciplined agile. So disciplined agile provides different guidance and gives you a good amount of arsenal or ammunition, okay, from the starting point to a master level. The first level of disciplined agile is called Disciplined Agile Scrum Master. It's called DASM in short. That is the foundation layer where you get, okay, a tryst with Disciplined Agile, where you get to know a lot of things in Disciplined Agile. The next step of Disciplined Agiles, okay, is called the intermediate level. I call it level 2, is the Disciplined Agile Senior Scrum Master. The level 2 also has, okay, which is not included purposely in this slide, is PMI-ACP. Okay, so how you can use this disciplined agile and inculcate for your team and across the organization is discussed in this DASSM. And coach is for organization-wide application of disciplined agile. Okay, I will not talk much about value stream, but the idea is to help organization accelerate the delivery of value to their customers. So that's a new concept. It is kind of taken off from lean, and that's a master level of disciplined agile. So guys, what I'm going to do today is going to compare the level 1 and level 2 of disciplined agile. The level 2 includes PMI-ACP, and it makes the disciplined agile a little more interesting, because a lot of you have this question: what is PMI-ACP doing in disciplined agile journey? Everything starts with DA. PMI-ACP is a erstwhile thing, a kind of 9-10 years legacy. What is this doing in the disciplined agile journey? How it fits or complements in the disciplined agile journey? I think many people have this question. So I'm going to give you a snapshot about each of these different certifications, what they intend to do, what is the content in each one of them, and how they are different or similar to each other. So that's my essence of today's discussion. Now, before I go to that, I'm just going to take a poll. So I'm just opening up a poll. Okay, give me a second. And I think this poll is for all of you. I will encourage you all to answer this, please. I'm very sorry. Okay, there are many people who are joining, but we have a full capacity today, and I'm not able to entertain others. Okay. Okay, come on, everyone. It's only 50% who have voted. It will be great if everyone votes for this. Okay. I'm going to share results. Okay. So in fact, a lot of people here are implementing Agile, and okay, there are few, okay, who are, okay, not actually doing Agile. So I think we have an Agile, okay, aware crowd in today's discussion, which is good. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, let's continue. Okay, to do this discussion. Okay, so let's go ahead. So let's first talk about, okay, what is PMI-ACP? PMI-ACP was started in 2012 by PMI, a pilot in 2011, formal launch in 2012. At that time, Scrum was pretty picking it up, and the ACP by PMI was launched, okay, to see that how you can implement, okay, agility in your organization. Okay, what is the skill level with different agile techniques, and the content had a lot of things which how you can implement agility in your organization. Okay, so that's what PMI-ACP had come up. So if I had to talk about PMI-ACP, it talks about not a single practice like a Scrum, but it takes a lot of popular practices, okay, which are available, okay, and talks about different practices, takes the best out of every practice and says how you can actually put in practice in your organizations some bits of everything, right? So that's what PMI-ACP dealt with. So if I have to tell you, if you do a PMI-ACP, you can actually see how to implement Agile. What is the user story, how to deal with teams, how to do a release planning, how to do continuous delivery, how to do a retrospective. All this will be a part of your PMI-ACP. It will help you to start with implementing agility in your organizations. Okay. So it covers both, I think, if you do PMI-ACP right from level 1 to level 2, it will cover both the things. Right from a starting point, it gives you an introduction to agility with the principles, values, and it talks about different aspects of implementation as we go along with the PMI-ACP. Right? So if you had to put the curriculum in perspective, it, like I said, it gives the introduction of agile principles, mindset, and then talks about engagement with stakeholders, and then goes with implementation from the planning perspective, how to detect defects and how to do continuous improvement. Okay, so if you do PMI-ACP, I think you can actually start experimenting with delivering agility in your space. At that time, agility was growing, and that was the context and design behind PMI-ACP. How you can implement agility, okay, and not restrict yourself to one particular practice, but take a lot of things from different practices. Now, disciplined agile, okay, also started during the same phase or much earlier, and it also had a launch in 2012, but of course it was not done by PMI, it was done by two great individuals, Scott Ambler and Mark Lyons, and it started in IBM, and then PMI took over in 2019. Okay, so it didn't have the reach that PMI ACP had because PMI was behind ACP, right? But it started during the same time, and the agility market started growing in the last decade. Now it's actually growing at a much wider speed and greater speed. PMP also has a lot of agility covered. So the disciplined agile, okay, didn't start with a practice, but started with the aspect that, okay, there are so many practices. Why there are so many practices? Because one situation doesn't fit, okay, or one practice doesn't fit every situation. You need, depending on the situation, a different way to tackle that situation. And therefore, there are so many practices. So disciplined agile, in a smart way, leveraged all these, okay, practices available, said that they studied that which situation required what practice, and then started suggesting that, okay, and started helping you to succeed early in your agile projects and give value sooner, right? That's what is agility, right? So they come up with a very simple but a very smart idea, and they executed it in a lot of big companies as well. And now with PMI taking over, I think they see a great application of this toolkit across the industries. So what they have proposed is 3 levels of disciplined agile, and it starts with the first level, which is disciplined agile scrum master, which is the starting point, okay, of disciplined agile. And like I said, now these are the quotes of the founder, and they say that disciplined agile is an incredible combination of scrum, lean, and disciplined agile. So DASM, or we say disciplined agile scrum master, talks about the foundational layer. Okay, it introduces you to the lean, to the scrum, and majorly the disciplined agile, and choosing your wow, the way of working. Absolutely a brilliant course to familiarize you with the world of disciplined agile. So when I talk about this, it talks about these 5 things. Okay. So I added case study because it talks about application of this disciplined agile in your workplace and how easy it can be, and take away your guesswork or your operational or process overheads, what I should do when I'm faced with a particular situation, what I should do. So it tells you all these things, and you focus on executing your work. Okay, so that is the first, okay, the course that we are talking about, a first certification in disciplined agile. The second part, okay, after you have covered this, goes to the next level, okay, of, okay, disciplined agile senior scrum master, okay, and it talks about, okay, how you can lead your team by implementing it across your team, and for that, how you can actually, okay, work with upper levels of management and other, okay, ally with other functional leads in your organization to implement disciplined agile. Because disciplined agile is not only, you don't apply agility only to your team. You need to actually work with your allies like operations, security, your strategy, portfolio, product management to actually implement agile. So it covers a lot of soft skills, okay, to develop high performance teams, and it gives you, okay, no guidance on complex situations. Okay, it talks about value streams, it talks about how to use metrics. So it is more focused on the implementation arena of disciplined agile. Okay, so if DASM, you can start implementing disciplined agile or business agility in your organization. It is for less complex projects. Disciplined agile senior scrum master, it is for more complex project. It helps you to ally with, okay, other functional heads, other DSSMs, or upper levels of management to implement business agility in your organization. Right? Okay, so coming, okay, PMI actually doesn't have any mandatory requirement for attending DSM or DSSM. It tells you should have 2 years of experience on DSSM to attend, but okay, it has not any audit requirement as such on whether you do a DSM or DSSM. Right. Now, coming to differences of PMI-ACP and Disciplined Agile in general, I think we are comparing two different things, because one is a practice, okay, of implementing, one is a toolkit, okay. So there is no comparison. We can say that, okay, Disciplined Agile is a big umbrella, and agility is one of the things that you need to have. The focus, I think, from PMI is more on Disciplined Agile than ACP for sure. Okay, ACP is a legacy, people have it, so it is there. Okay, but ACP was designed for a project. Disciplined Agile is more enterprise focused. Okay, like I said, ACP talks about how Agile needs to be implemented with different practices, whereas this is a toolkit which provides guidance to provide business agility. Right? So PMI-ACP is a part of Disciplined Agile. Whereas DASM and DSSM is a part of Disciplined Agile. Okay, like I said, DASM is a starting point, an introduction to Agile. Okay, DSSM is on superior people skills, more focus on how you can get your implementation right and get agility right for your organization. If DSM is more focused on leading the team, DSSM, okay, its idea is to work on more complex project, interact with upper levels of management to inculcate agile. The responsibility of DSSM lies between DSM and say a unit head or a functional manager. Okay, so DSM is focused on how you can choose your wow and just start on your disciplined agile journey, whereas DSSM focuses more on getting your implementation right, including your metrics, planning, reporting. Now, how you can get your project right, how you can make your project successful. So if I had to say DSM on less complex project, it is more involved with the team, but DSSM actually works with other teams, including the team. DSSM focuses on your softer skills to get a high performance team, which is missing in a DSM. So if I had to tell you what are the similarities, it's same as the Scrum Master. Everyone is serving the team. Okay, he is the servant leader for the team. Okay, removing the impediment. Okay, doing the communication. Okay, providing the resources, the water. Okay, the help that you need, so that the team is focused and doing the right job. They are the coach for that. Okay, they serve the product owner. Okay, tell the product owner, it's a bridge between the product owner as and the team, and more importantly serves the organization. So these are the similarities of any Scrum Master. So that's the similarity between all the three, right? Any Okay, I will open it for questions and answers. Some have asked me, okay, the questions and answers, so I will open it for questions and answers sooner. Okay, so just hold on for say another 10 minutes or so, and we will talk about that. But before that, I have some kind of FAQs that I have preempted on DSM and DSSM. Okay, so like I said, no, there is one major question which people asked: who should go for DSSM? So there is no eligibility criteria as such. Okay, PMI suggests 2 years of agile experience. It is not mandatory. Okay, uh, you can go to um, this knowledge check of ProThoughts. Okay, and check your knowledge whether you require to do a DSM or before DSSM. So I'm just going to share you the link of that. Okay, so you can check out the whether you are the right person to do a DSSM directly, or you need to do a DSM and then go for DSSM. Okay, so at the end of the session, I'm going to share the link with you. So DSM, who should go for DSM? Anyone who wants to learn agility or want to develop business agility for your team or organization, DSM is a great starting point for your disciplined agile journey. Okay. The exam for both is 90 minutes, 50 questions, and 35 marks. That's the passing. Okay. These are the links for to learn more about the certifications of Disciplined Agile Scrum Master and Disciplined Agile Senior Scrum Master. There are in the exam fees that are there. There are 3 takes available. Okay, and you get approximately 1 month to prepare for each take of Disciplined Agile. The exam cost is included in the training, unlike PMP. You need to take a training from the PMI-ACP partner. A little bit about PMI-ACP and Disciplined Agile. PMI-ACP is not going away. It will be a part of the journey for some time. If you ask me, the journey will focus more on Disciplined Agile than PMI-ACP, because okay, that's where the focus is of PMI, and that's what many of us are focusing as well. Okay, Disciplined Agile, like I told you, has a different curriculum, has a different design, is meant to do things differently. PMI-ACP was working on a different set of things. Okay, and focused on different set of things. Okay, currently the Disciplined Agile is what PMI is promoting, and what is our focus. So if PMI is continuing to offer PMI-ACP and DA in parallel for now, the answer is yes. Okay, the answer is yes. How long it will be valid, no one knows. Okay, but like I said, the focus would be more on discipline agile, right? Can PMI-ACP do discipline agile? Okay, absolutely, you can do it. If you're already a PMI-ACP, I think you can go for higher certification, which is Disciplined Agile Coach or Disciplined Agile Value Stream Consultant. You should do a brush up of your knowledge on Disciplined Agile to go to the master level. Okay, but PMI understands that you are at level 2 and you can go at level 3. I would also go ahead and recommend you DASSM, which is Disciplined Agile Senior Scrum Master, even for PMI-ACP credential holders. Right? Like I said, the starting point is Disciplined Agile Scrum Master. I'm going to give you a customer's viewpoint on things. We have some 4 or 5 minutes. So I'm just going to play the clip for 2 minutes and you can understand, okay, who has done customers, okay, on Disciplined Agile. So you can understand his viewpoint.
I completed my Disciplined Agile Scrum Master course on the 16th of December. I passed my exam. So when I talk about Disciplined Agile Scrum Master, this is a new avatar of the erstwhile Certified Disciplined Agilist course, which was offered by PMI. It's now called the DASM, or the Disciplined Agile Scrum Master. So first of all, I'd like to take you through why I chose this particular course. I work for a multinational bank, and in my bank, they are going agile, enterprise-wide, and they are doing the new ways of working and new ways of agile ways of working in the entire organization. So I wanted a course which could help me understand what agile is, since most of my programs that I did are on the traditional side. I wanted to get more information about agile. So my natural way of actually looking at this was to go into the PMI website, because I'm already a PMP certified. So I went to the PMI website to find out some of the courses available on agile. And I found that Disciplined Agile Scrum Master is a course for me, because Disciplined Agile looks at the enterprise-wide agile implementation. So the next choice was for me to actually go for a particular coaching for this Disciplined Agile Scrum Master course, because it's mandatory to go through the 2 days classroom training so that we are eligible to write the exam. So the first choice was for me was ProThoughts.
Okay, so I don't want to go through why he chose ProThoughts, okay, but the point is that I wanted to show why he chose for Disciplined Agile and how it is helpful for him. Okay. So I hope you got some information about that, okay, and I just wanted to share with you some important dates of the different certifications in Disciplined Agile. So the master level is coming in February, the Disciplined Agile Value Stream Consultant and the Disciplined Agile Coach is coming in March 2021. And it is very important that the mandatory requirement as per PMI is that you need to be a Disciplined Agile Senior Scrum Master to either do a DBAC or DAAC or both. So DASM should be always be done, okay, to go to the master level in the Disciplined Agile journey. Right. So I will share some bits of information so that you have, okay, just excuse me. So I'm going to share so this is something which I am sending to you all, okay. One is our LinkedIn group for Disciplined Agile certifications. I think that's a group that No, it's kind of, we actually send a lot of news updates on that group. We ask a lot of questions and familiarize you with that. It will be a great group to join. The second is the knowledge check that no, I have sent you to check your knowledge whether you can directly go for Disciplined Agile Senior Scrum Master, or you need to take a Disciplined Agile Scrum Master course. So you can check your knowledge, and we have built an algorithm with assessment what you should do. All right, so that is you can check out both the things, and it will be great if you experience what needs to be done. We have a monthly batch coming every month on Disciplined Agile Senior Scrum Master, and that's on 20th and 21st of February. And we are opening a classroom in the month of April for Disciplined Agile Senior Scrum Master and Disciplined Agile Scrum Master. So that's something which is coming up in Bangalore in India for that. You can check out our webinars on ProThoughtSolutions.com and enroll for future webinars. They will be in all your all the topics, including agility, PMP, Microsoft project. You can have all the topics under the sun in project management. So that's one site you can go here to do. You can follow us on Facebook and LinkedIn. Happy you will get a lot of latest updates in the project management space as well. We have started with a new initiative, Lunch and Learn, where you can have 1 hour corporate, 1 hour sessions during your lunch times or corporate breaks, and have some motivated learning sessions with our team. Especially on Disciplined Agile, many corporates are loving this, and that's what we are trying to do. On Disciplined Agile. Right. We are the PMI's authorized premium training partner, which we call ATP. And we are one of the few ones who do for Disciplined Agile as well as for PMP in India. Got a nice feedback from all of you, and thank you for a lovely feedback. I hope it was valuable for all of you. And thank you so much. You will get your claim code soon, and have a nice evening or good night, everyone, and see you soon. Have a good day.